What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. It's your boy G Quill. We back up on here. Let's see what we got going on this morning. Yeah. Did you see the title? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You see the title? That's what we're gonna talk about. We might go to the left a little bit because I got to talk about these loves and these TAs and all of these probably owner operators like myself. But what I want to talk about is what you see in the title. Watch what you say on these YouTube streets, man. I'm dead serious. I'm not talking about nobody in particular, but watch what you say on these YouTube streets, man. This is Wednesday morning coffee talk. Wednesday morning coffee talk with your boy Jay Quill. Watch what y'all say on these YouTube streets, man. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, right? And this is a true story. Y'all can look it up if y'all want. This story comes out of Kentucky. It comes out of Kentucky. When I start bouncing up and down, I'm gonna throw the avatar on because I already know it's gonna start bouncing and be all over the seat. You know, y'all come in the building, hit the like button, right? Now, I'm not talking about nobody in particular. No, we ain't talking about nobody today. This go for everybody, especially like myself. Watch what you say on the YouTube streets, man, because what they doing now, let me tell you what's going on. Facebook, and I caught it yesterday, right? Now, Facebook is sending your text messages, your communication back and forth. Facebook is sending, if you communicate with somebody back and forth, regardless of what it's about, Facebook is sending now, they sending your chats to the authorities, right? They sending your chats to the local authorities, having you get you locked up for that. A mother and daughter was communicating back and forth on Facebook. Now you can look the story if you want. The story comes out of Nebraska. Now, right before Roe versus Wade overturned, the government overturned Roe versus Wade, Supreme Court, in April. It was a mother and daughter going back and forth on Facebook. They was texting each other, communicating on Facebook. The mother was giving the daughter, you know, one of those pills to help you, I don't know, to not get pregnant. Somebody overheard the conversation. This place says she overheard the conversation. Don't you know Facebook gave the chat to the local authorities? They came and locked her up. They came and locked the mother up and the daughter. The mother name was Jessica. They ended up locking the mother up. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. They ended up locking the mother up, and the mother and daughter was having a conversation between them two over Facebook. Somebody overheard the conversation saying that the mother gave the daughter a pill. That once the mother gave the daughter a pill, I gotta move this microphone. The microphone killing me right now. The mother ended up giving the daughter a pill. They end up getting deported, and they came and locked the mother up. Now they're holding the doctor with charges. They're holding the mother with charges, and they're holding the daughter with charges. They're locking the mother and daughter and holding the doctor accountable for helping them get rid of the baby. Right? That's crazy. So when you sit up there thinking that, oh, what I'm saying on the internet, it ain't worth nothing, it ain't mean nothing. Nah, there's a whole lot going on with that. So you better be careful what you say on this internet, man. You better be real careful because now Facebook is turning over your chat logs. Facebook is turning over your chat log, turning over your information to the FBI, to the local police, to the state trooper, whoever they can get to read what you've been writing, to listen to what you're talking about, and come to lock your ass up, man. Y'all need to be real careful what you say on the internet. That's why I say, man, you gotta humble yourself. You gotta know how to carry yourself out there. You can sit there and talk all the rah-rah stuff you want to talk, but when they send your information over to the local authorities and they come lock your ass up, and you sitting up on Facebook or you sitting up on live and you thinking that these conversations are private, it ain't nothing private. Once you put yourself, like me myself, once you put yourself over here on the internet, it's for everybody to use, man. You put your information out there. You put your family out there. You put your life out there. It's for everybody to use. For everybody to use. So now you turn around and you sit up in your house. You got somebody knocking on your door, putting handcuffs on you, and charging you for murder for getting rid of a baby, man. And this was before Roe versus Wade. But they still feel as though now, because she lived in the state of Nebraska where you cannot get an abortion. But this was done. These messages and everything was done before they overturned it. If you don't know pretty much about Roe versus Wade, Google it, look it up, do your homework, do your research. So you live in a state where as though you cannot get an abortion, depends on, I guess they say depends on emergencies, right? Emergency pregnancy where, I don't know what they call emergency. I don't know if they call it rape, incest. I don't know if they call it, being violated. I don't know. But they trying to say that you cannot have an abortion in a state that they permitted in. Now you get up there having a conversation, and they can turn over that. They can turn over everything else. Hey, what's going on? They can turn over everything else, man. Everything else. So you need to be careful what you put up on this internet. Be very careful on the internet. I don't care how you say you be talking about, knocking people blocks off, getting people set up, pulling links. You see how it be going down, man. Come on. When the last time you see me? I didn't grow up with the internet. You had a problem. You either address that or you seen them in the streets. You got addressed in the streets. Now the internet now is getting the majority of most of it. I said 90% of most of the arrests coming through the internet. Killers are coming through the internet. So watch yourself on the internet, man, because it will get your ass in trouble, man. It will put you to where as though it will put your mouth to where as though you can't catch that check. Watch yourself on the internet, man. Y'all should have been all day talking that rah-rah, that garbage on here, man. Y'all should have been all day beefing, arguing, doxing each other, tearing each other apart. Hey, man, if y'all didn't understand how Tasha K was running her mouth and Cardi B was sitting up there telling YouTube to shut it down, and they didn't shut it down. Now YouTube come out with laws now. Now, I don't know. Let's see, I'm monetized, right? So I get certain, what up, Wax Dog? Good morning, Wax. Now, I get certain information, right? When you monetize on YouTube, they send you the notifications, and I tell everybody, if YouTube send you something, read it. Now, YouTube right now is having a zero tolerance against people, against defamation of character, people using your content, people sitting up there tearing you down, and you acting like it's not going to come back and bite you. It's going to come back on you. It's definitely going to come back around the corner. So now YouTube is taking zero tolerance towards, domestic violence, kids, doxing, defamation of character, dragging people using your content without your permission. Let me tell you something. I already got 3 copyrights, not copyrights towards me. I got 3 copyrights to 3 people that use my video. Now I'm not gonna even confront it because I let one person use the video. I even let myself. I use one of my videos on DIY Trucker. I got a copyright on that said DIY Trucker using myself. I got a copyright towards myself because I uploaded one of my videos, and somebody else used the video, and I allowed Sarnetta to use one of my videos. Sarnetta good with me, so I let Sarnetta use one of my videos, but it came up under a copyright. Do I want to strike the video or take the video down? I'm not doing none of that because I used it. I let Sarnetta use it, and I let somebody else use one of my videos. So now, when you monetize, you go down to the copyright, it tells you who is using your videos, who's using your likeness, who is using your name to defame you. YouTube is putting the information out there now. Now it's up to you to say, okay, should I strike this video? Should I take this video down? YouTube is starting to cover their ass now. Now YouTube is starting to cover, because YouTube do not, slow this down, man. YouTube do not want to get caught up in nobody lawsuits. So y'all really need to be careful what's going on out here right now. Be careful what's going on out here. They're not trying to get caught up in it. So if you is out here, just trying to tear somebody down and using their information and defamation of character, YouTube ain't playing that no more, man. The same thing with Facebook. Facebook give your information to the authorities. If Facebook doing it, Instagram doing it. If Instagram doing it, everybody else gonna start following suit, man. Now it's gonna be something different now. Now you ain't gonna be able to say anything no more. You know, see now you need to, what's going on, Lo? You really need to be careful out there now what you're saying on the YouTube streets, man. You really need to be careful what you're saying on YouTube because it will come back and it'll bite you in your ass, man. And you may think it ain't nothing. You may think, oh, J. Cole know what he's talking about. J. Cole just tripping. He's just an old nigga on the internet. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna speak some real shit into you. I'm gonna speak it into you, man. YouTube is up here watching everything, man. The law is watching everything. So you may think you're gonna slide on that. Hey, good morning, my all coffee people, man. If you drink coffee like myself, good morning to you guys. But watch what you say up on the internet, man. Be careful what you say up on here. You know, now they got it to where as though you can go back and see something. That's why I always say, man, you gotta humble yourself on here, man. You gotta humble yourself. It ain't that serious, man. I done shot past the police right now. Speed limit right here is 55 on this little 1 mile stretch. These state troopers don't be playing. I shot past them doing 60 and speed limit 55. Let me slow it down until I get up there, and then I'll crack it down. I'll crack it up to 70. I can't be wrong here. I done see them sitting back and watching me. But yeah, be careful what you put up on the YouTube streets, man. Be careful what you say, man. Be careful sitting up there talking about you're gonna pull up on somebody alley. You're gonna do this, that, and the third. Be very careful on these streets, man. Like I said, I'm not talking to a certain individual. I'm talking to everybody, man. Everybody that's up here that like to entertain and like to hear it. You sit back in a cut and you got one person on the panel just going bananas. Be careful, man. Be careful, baby, because what it is, it might lead you, not everybody, but you know, you got some people that's small-minded. So it might lead them to say, well, if they can tear somebody down, they can dock somebody, they can call somebody out, maybe I can do it. So now you're going to have trolls become the creators. Now, once the trolls become the creators, the trolls have no filters. The trolls don't have no filters because the trolls don't learn from you. So now the trolls going to flip it and start talking to you the same way you talking to everybody else. So then you can't get mad with the trolls. You got to be careful what you say on the internet, man, because you're going to turn these troll babies into you. And when they start sitting up there doxing you, tearing you apart, you can't get mad, but it all going to trickle down, man. So you got to watch what you say up on here, man. And stop, you know what I'm saying, and stop creating beefs. You know, you got people up there creating beefs with other people, right? They sit up there, they just going after one person. They got everybody in the comments sitting there to turn around and start shooting at you for what? Because you going after somebody, whatever y'all got going on, I'm not about to start shooting at somebody else. No, that ain't my business, man. I'm not shooting at nobody. I'm going to sit there, if I don't like it, I'm going to get about it. But what you got going on ain't got nothing concern me. You know why it don't concern me? Because it's the internet. It's the internet. When is we going to stop acting like we don't know what it is, man? It's the internet, so it don't bother me. I got somebody talking about me for the last 2 years. They've been kicking my back in for the last 2 years. Man, I could care less. I could care less what they talk about, man. I could care less. And the person that's talking about me, the name popping up under copyright. You know what, man? I ain't beat for it right now, so I'll let it slide, man. I'll let it slide, man. But if you put somebody's name in there, you framing them, it's gonna pop up under a copyright. And when it pop up under a copyright, you using their likeness, using their videos, using their face. YouTube even going as far as facial recognition on other people's videos. You better read it. So if you monetize and YouTube starts sending you that information, you better read all that, man. It's gonna come back and bite you in your ass if you don't. It's definitely gonna come back on. Go back around that corner. So don't get mad and start saying, oh, they snitching on me. Nah, you on the internet. They telling on me. Nah, you on the internet. They acting like they talked about my kids. Nah, you on the internet. They talked about my mother. You on the internet. Everything you say and do, you too grown for that. I thought we was grown folks. I thought we was grown, man. I'll be damned if I get up here and say, I'm talking about that person kids because they talking about my kids. I'm talking about that person mom because at the end of the day, I'm not going to never see you. I'm not going to see you, man. I'm not going to never see you. If I do, it is what it is, but I'm not going to see. That's why I don't worry about it, man. Say what you want to say about me. I ain't worried about that, man. I'm not even tripping like that, man. I got thick skin up here, man. I'm not tripping, man. I'm not tripping, man. So when you keep running your mouth, talking, I'm not watching. I'm not watching. If I do hear about it, I'm not even gonna make a video. I'm not gonna upload. I'm not gonna respond to it. Cause I can care less what you say about me. I care less about my life. I can definitely care less. That's why I don't be worried about nothing. Man. I go to work every day. I do what I do, man. I ain't sitting up here looking for. I'm not sitting up here looking for YouTube to pay my bills, and I'm not sitting up here looking for somebody, you know, cash at me all the time. I'm not sitting. I'm not sitting. I'm not doing all that. If you wanna support the channel, support the channel. That's it. If you wanna support the channel, support it. If you don't wanna support it, you ain't got to. If you wanna hit the like, hit the like. If you don't wanna hit the like, you ain't gotta hit the like. You ain't gotta do none of that for me. You know, but just take the message and run with it, man. Say, you know what, man, that dude is speaking some facts, man. You know, at the end of the day, man, I'm too grown, man. I'm too grown for this shit. I'm too grown for this shit, man. So you gotta move accordingly, man. You gotta really, really look at life and say, man, is this me, man? Is after the if they press this button right now, they come on the internet. What you got after that? Lonely, man. If they was to right now, think about it. If they was to hit that button, 95%, I say 90% of people that don't work will be sitting right now staring at their phone right now. They wouldn't know what to do. They be going crazy out here, man. Man, what you doing, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Hold on, man. I don't even play with see you right now. If they would hit that button right now, man, 90% of people, man, they be quiet right now. But 90% of people on YouTube right now, even before and after COVID, ain't had no job. These people don't work, man. These people up here don't work. I don't care what you do. If you working, you working. Salute to you. But most of these people up here ain't working, man. They ain't working. So what they want to do, they want to sit there and drag you in the mud with them. They ain't gonna be able to do that, man. I'm in the truck over there, man. If I ain't in the truck, I'm working on something else, man. So I ain't doing all that. And these dudes make money sitting out here paving these highways, man. You boys out here make money doing this. I know it's hard to get in, though. I tell you that. Get in paving these highways, it's hard to get in because, hey, this ain't no white and black thing. Most of the roads up here, upstate New York and Jersey, PA, all I see is white boys doing these kind of jobs. Hey, man, I'm gonna call it spade a spade. I'm gonna call it out there, bro. This ain't no racial thing. I'm just saying. Most of these white guys out here, they doing all of this. And then you would see like a West Indian extent, he be having a clipboard marking everything up. They make it hard for minorities to get certain jobs like this. I want to keep it 100, man. If you get mad because of what I'm saying, man, then get out your feelings, man. If you get mad what I'm saying, get out your feelings, man. If you go across most of these major highways and they get the ripping these roads up and paving these roads out here, most of these guys out here is white. You barely see a black man out here. Only time you might see a black man out here if they're hiring you in the wintertime to drive a dump truck or snow plowing work. But after that, you really see them out here. Yeah, but back to what I'm saying, man. If you just came in the building, make sure you hit the like button, man. What I was saying earlier is there was a mother and a daughter having a conversation over Facebook, and the mother was giving, I guess she was giving the daughter after birth pill. I don't know what they call that pill, but she was giving it. If you don't believe me, look it up. Look up mother and daughter arrested in Nebraska for helping the daughter have an abortion. Look that up, man. It came up yesterday on my feed yesterday. And what I'm trying to tell you is that the only reason why they was exposed and they got caught because they was having a conversation over Facebook. And Facebook took the chat logs and gave it to the local authorities and had both of them arrested. Now they charging the mother and daughter with the abortion, for the mother helping the daughter have an abortion, and they charging the doctor with murder charges. So be careful what you say on this internet, man. Be careful what you say on the internet, man. I know some people get all turned up They get turned up, they get rowdy, they want to start talking and talking and talking. But be careful what you say out here, man. Come on, dump truck. Come on, man. What we doing, man? What we doing up there? Yeah, you got no there. Yeah, be careful shit what is in there, man, because it gets weird out here, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Careful, man, because it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here, man. But you know what it is, man? The way they got it right now, you even got to show. You can show your face. Don't show your face. But the way they got it right now, you think the government ain't sitting back and watching the internet? They can care less. As long as they can get your IPP address, as long as they can get your IPP address, and you, as long as they can get that, or YouTube turn over your chat logs, and YouTube turn over the chat logs, your information in your lives, they don't need it. They don't need to know what you look like anymore. They gonna come to your damn house, but they gonna follow that trail right back to your computer. They gonna come right to your house. So that's how serious them got out here. It don't make no sense no more. But we doing it to ourselves because, see, I'm not talking about no other race. I'm talking about black people. Black people got a habit of acting a fool on the internet, but they won't act a fool in the streets. Nah, it's all different when you get to meet somebody, man. It's a whole different atmosphere. It's a whole different tone down here. When you actually get to meet somebody face to face, it's a whole different tone. You know, people want to get up on the internet and start snitching and start running their mouth and start saying a whole lot of nonsense up here, man. I say, like, if I link up with somebody, I'm not going to sit there and get on the internet and put your business out there. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, man. That's the most sucker move right there. You a sucker to be sitting up on the internet, even if somebody says something about me. You know, I'm gonna look at it like maybe in his feelings, man. But I'm not gonna get on the internet and start putting your business out there. I'm not doing all that, man. Cause that, hey, man, that's a female trait. Men don't do stuff like that. Men don't get on the internet because he mad with somebody else, and then he starts spilling the beans and putting people information all over the internet. You know, and it's crazy because it's a whole lot more when you get to talking that you realize the person that's talking about it is leaving a whole lot of information out of it. So if you're gonna get on the internet and tell the real story, then tell your story. Tell your story. Tell the reason why you and your feelings about another man, and you get him on the internet and kicking another man's back in, and y'all supposed to be cool. I ain't feeling that, bro. I ain't feeling that right there, man. That's why I just sit back, shake my head when I be listening to these dudes on the internet. They become friends, and then when they fall out, they just kick each other back in. I don't do that, bro. I ain't doing that. I don't see no reason that you're doing that, man. Those are women traits, man. A woman get upset. Women get upset. They get in their feelings. They get into emotional, a chemical emotional balance in the head, and they go spazzing. But for a man to go on the internet and do that, I don't respect that, man. I don't respect that. They're supposed to move different than that, man. You're supposed to hold yourself to a higher standard. You're supposed to hold yourself accountable as a man. You're supposed to hold yourself accountable for everything come out your mouth on the internet. But you get on the internet and start dragging each other, and then you turn around, and then you look sad. The sick part about it, they turn around to be cool again. They turn around to be cool again. So for you to turn around and just shake the dude's hand and put your business out there, then I gotta look at you sideways and say, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Start moving on this. But if there's like Juice said, this red flag on the play there. So if you know that, if you know the person you give your information to, and you know the person you sit down with every day and you chop it up with, and you think y'all cool, if you know there's some red flags in it, all you got to do is sit back and watch that same person do it to somebody else. So if they do it to that person, they definitely gonna do it to you, man. So you got to be careful who you talk to on the internet, man. If they not moving like you, they not reacting like you, they don't think like you do, you can't tell everybody your information on here. Can't do it. You can't sit down and break bread and say, you know what, this person cool. You know, I chop it up with them, this, that, the third, and then they sit there telling you what they did to somebody else. That's when they come back around that corner and start kicking dirt in your face on the internet because they met you on the internet. They want to keep it on the internet. I think that's crazy, man. I think that's crazy. You know what? I say like, right, you do internet dating. I don't do internet dating. I don't do that dating on the internet. And you do internet dating, right? And you meet that female on the internet. Now y'all get into something, she want to keep it on the internet, but once y'all take it off the internet, it's personal between you and her. But then they go right back and throw it back on the internet. You know, the same thing, dudes doing the same thing up here. You meet them on the internet, you thinking they cool, you chopping it up with them, and then they turn around and kick you back in, man. They kick you back in. I'm not talking about everybody because you got some solid dudes up here. I'll be honest with you. You got some solid dudes up here. I came across some solid dudes on the internet. Some solid brothers up there. Some solid brothers. I'm not going to say no, nigga. Nah, I ain't meet no niggas up there. I met some solid brothers up there. Solid brothers up there that I can vouch for. A lot of people they say, well, how can you vouch for them and you know better? It's like minded. Like we used to always say in the streets, real recognize real. Real recognize real. If you can actually see that, you can sense that, you know what I mean by that. You know, wax, slow, y'all know what I mean, man. Real recognize real. Real recognize real. You keep that from far away, man. Some people up there ain't like that, man. Yeah, they can say they solid all day. They solid like a bowl of salad. They get real loose and iffy on you, man. So one day they say, I'm a solid individual. Next day they moving like a solid bowl. You gotta be careful, man. You tell your business up here on the internet, man. Everybody up here ain't your friend, man. Everybody up here ain't solid. Everybody up here ain't from your hood. Everybody up here from the streets. Think about it, man. You got the same people in different boroughs beefing with each other. You got the Bronx beefing with the Bronx, Brooklyn beefing with Brooklyn, Queens beefing with Queens. You got North New Jersey beefing with dudes in North. It's crazy. You got Chicago beefing with Chicago, Atlanta beefing with Atlanta, Texas beefing with dudes in Texas. It's crazy because you would think you would want to believe that because you from the same state, y'all gonna be like this. That's not necessarily the truth, man. That's not necessarily true. You got gang members killing gang members. Bloods killing Bloods, Crips killing Crips, MS-13s killing MS-13. You got gang members killing gang members. So how solid can it really be, man? So if you from the same set, you live in the same city, and people with the same people that you be around, or the same people that y'all smell the same atmosphere. You see the same trash I see. You smell the same garbage I smell. So how me and you be? How you from New York? I'm from New York. We beat. How was that? How you from New Jersey? And I'm from Jersey, and we beat. But we on the internet. We supposed to be solid together. But that ain't the question, man. That ain't always like that. That ain't always like that, man. Y'all see me waving. I'm speaking to other truck drivers. That ain't always like that, man. That's why I sit back and I just watch, man. I watch and I listen, like, all right, that's cool, man. That's cool, man. You know, if you see me in somebody chat, man, I'm not in somebody chat cheering them on because they talking about somebody else. I go through, hey, what's going on? I speak, and I'm out of there, man. But you won't see me. You won't see me in nobody chat cheering it on and cheering on the BS. You won't see me in somebody chat conversating with another troll or content creator talking about another content creator. You ain't gonna see that from me, man. You ain't gonna see that from me. You're not gonna come in there and get behind the scenes try to get J. Quill to beat with. I say like you want to get J. Quill to beat with a wax, or you want J. Quill to beat with Lord, you want J. Quill to beat with other content creators. You're not gonna get that from me, man. You're not gonna get that. You're not doing that to him, man. So I don't worry about stuff like that. Cause I don't let nobody get in my ear and try to put a battery in my back just for the internet. I'm not doing it. I would love to read most of your messages, but let me see real quick. Let me see. Yeah, they do talk too much, man. They do talk too much. Hey, Eve, I see you in it, Eve. I can barely read the chat, but Eve, man, I'm not gonna be whatever you said about me, Eve. I'm not gonna respond to you because I don't argue with females on here, so I'm not gonna respond to you. So I'll leave you right there in the chat. I'm not gonna respond to you Eve, because I don't do stuff like that. I don't do all that. Whatever you claim I was doing or you see me somewhere, I'm not a troll. I don't troll. I don't do none of that. I don't do all that extra stuff. You don't see me, like I said, I'm not entertaining that. So if you want to be in the chat, stay down there, man. Stay right where you at. I don't entertain. I don't argue with women. I'm not going back with no women on no internet. And I always say when I first started my page, I'm not arguing with black women on the internet. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing that. So stay right there. Say what you want to say, but I'm not doing that. I can barely see it anyway because I'm sitting here and the letters are that small. So, you know, my eyes ain't perfect to be reading what's in the chat, man. So I'll leave it right there, man. Now, I don't do all that internet back and forth. I don't do all that. I don't do all that. I don't do all that. But what I'm saying is, though, man, you got to watch what you see on the internet because it's going to come back and bite you, man. It's definitely going to come back and bite you. It's going to come back. And when they come back and bite you, don't be sure they're talking about somebody snitched on you, somebody did this, somebody did that. Nah, man. Because at the end of the day, we all supposed to be grown people. You know, that's like saying, like, bringing something to the table. You know, the reason why I don't go in a lot of, if I say I got a problem with you, I might come through and say, hey, what's going on? Salute. And I get about the chat. But my whole motto always been, if I can't make money with you, why should I listen to you? Now, all you got is just running your mouth, and I come in and check you out. Honestly, hey, what's going on? I'm out of there. I'm not going to stick around too long, man, because that's not my thing, man. I make money, so YouTube don't pay me. I could go dollar for dollar for anybody on the internet. I could go dollar for dollar with anybody, and I'm not rich, but I ain't hurt. I'm not rich, but I ain't starving. It's one thing I'm not. I'm not rich, but I ain't starving. I'm not rich, but I ain't hurting. Let's get that straight right now. I'm not hurting. I'm not hurting for nothing on here, man. Not hurting for nothing. Nothing on the internet. Nothing on the internet. I'm not hurting, man. Not rich, but I ain't hurting. I ain't rich, but pretty much well off, so I don't have to worry about dollar for dollar and all that other extra shit. I don't have to prove nothing. I don't have to put up no bank account. I don't have to, I don't talk about money. I don't flash money. I don't do none of that because I don't have to do that. As a man, you carry yourself at a certain light. As a man, you hold yourself to a higher level. I always take accountability for everything. Everything. So the internet is the internet. YouTube is YouTube. I learned that. I learned it was on YouTube when my son was dragged up on YouTube. I learned that befriending somebody and my son was on YouTube and they dragged my son, said my son was being molested and raped and sodomized on YouTube. Right from that point, I knew right then and there that this some sick shit up here and it gotta be YouTube. And I never heard nobody spoke on that. Everybody was telling me, Jake Will, fall back, don't argue, don't say nothing. But when Brim jumped out there and defended my son, that's the only reason why I respected that. Nobody said nothing. My son was up here being dragged for a year and a half on YouTube. And no women, no female up here jumped out the window and said, damn, Jake Will. No, everybody was telling me to chill, man. Everybody was telling Jake Will to chill. Don't chill, Jake Will, chill, man. Don't say nothing, argue with him. And I did. So when Brent jumped out the window, they started dragging her for dragging my son, saying my son is being molested and raped on YouTube. Now I'm getting copyrights on my page telling me if I want to file a copyright strike against the person that got my name and my likeness in their video. See, that's what a lot of y'all don't know. When you monetize, listen, when you monetize, YouTube starts sending you notifications. Read the notifications. Because now YouTube is having zero tolerance on people using your name, your likeness, defamation of character, using your videos, just wordplay. So I gotta, somebody use It's gonna sound crazy, right? Somebody used my word. I was saying, "What's up, coffee time?" Somebody used it, and YouTube said there's a copyright against "What's up, coffee time." I go to somebody's video. The video was up. I looked at it. I ain't take the video. Now I ain't even want. It said I could have. It says, "Do you want to remove the video?" And it will go down as a strike. I left the video alone. I ain't got time for all that, man. I ain't talking all that. If you up here trying to eat, go ahead and eat. As long as you ain't up here dragging me and all this old wild information. Okay, cool, man. Cool. I ain't got time for that, man. So I'm not going to strike nobody. I'm not going to file a claim against nobody. I ain't doing none of that. You know why I ain't doing that? Because I make money when I do. This is my truck. This is mine. This is mine. All this in here is mine. Say, I'm leased onto a company. This is mine. Yeah, I got an LLC. I got all of that. I got all of that. This is mine. I pay taxes towards the company, my trucking company name. So I don't worry about that, man. I don't be into that, man. So y'all can say what y'all want to say. The internet is not my life. Yeah, I put certain things up there. I put what I want to put up there. But all of this is mine. All of this is mine. I got an LLC. I don't have a sole proprietor, a sole partnership. Whereas though now, you come after me, you go see the business. That's all you gonna get. You go see the business, and I can turn around and tell the IRS. I can switch to my 2290. I can turn around and tell the IRS, hey, I want to do business as of Joe Schmo. And then you went out there suing Joe Schmo. You ain't gonna get shit from Joe Schmo. So I can switch it anytime I want. So come on, man. I'm not up here like that. Man. I ain't got no problem with you, Eve. I ain't got no problem with Rem. I ain't got no problem with the women in the sector. But if I don't bother you, like I said, the only three people on the internet I do not mess with is those, Valley Kid, and Donna. I don't mess with them. Everybody else, I ain't got a problem with. Got a problem with nobody up here, man. Y'all ain't never done nothing to me, man. Y'all ain't never come to my house and kick my door in. I don't think y'all do that anyway, because I had enough shit to tear the tree down. But ain't nobody come kick my house door in. Ain't nobody stole none out of my pocket, man. Ain't nobody took no food off my table. Ain't nobody take no diesel out my trunk. So I should have a problem with people doing that. Nobody never came and did that to me, man. Nobody did that to me. So why should I have a problem with anybody? I ain't got no problem with that. Only problem I got sometimes, I can't get brown sugar in my coffee. That's the problem. When I go to a truck stop, they got white sugar. All black, one sugar, they got white sugar. I need brown sugar. That's the only problem I got. I'm a truck driver. So I ain't got a problem. You want a problem with me? I'm not giving you one. I ain't got a problem with you. I ain't got a problem with nobody, man. I'm not backpedaling. I'm not going to backpedal, but I ain't got a problem with nobody. Only people I don't mess with. Those, Cavalli, and Donna. That's it. I don't mess with them. But I ain't got a problem with nobody, man. I ain't got a problem. I try to be fair. If I don't like what you're talking about, I just don't go there. You, like I said, if you on the internet and your whole conversation, it gets to be like trouble for the mind, like a mental illness, I slide out. I come through, I speak, hey, what's going on? You know, on SJ Quills and SJ Quills, then I slide out. But I'm not sitting in here all day. I'm not gonna do all that, man. But I gotta sleep, man. I gotta get to sleep at night. I gotta sleep, man. I gotta get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the truck, so I can't be on the internet all day. I can't do it all day, so I ain't got a problem. Anybody got a problem with me? That's just a mental illness. If you beefing with me, and I'm not responding back, that's a mental illness, man. That's something that you, as an individual, need to get checked out. It's not me to check it out. It's you to get it checked out, man. Because if I'm not beefing with you, and I ain't got no smoke with you, why you beefing with me? And I'm not responding back. So if I don't respond back, and you still beefing with me, the problem ain't me. The problem is you. It ain't me. Problem ain't me, man. Problem ain't me. It's the internet, man. Problem ain't me. I don't see the crazy part. I'm on IG. I don't have this problem on IG. I'm on TikTok. 6,300 followers on TikTok. 6,300 followers on TikTok. I don't even have trolls over there. I ain't even beefing with nobody over there. So I have 6,300 followers on TikTok. Go over there. Jay Quill all talk about Jay Quill ATL. And that's all over this trucking stuff. I don't have a problem with nobody, man. So if you beef with me and I'm not responding to you, the problem ain't me, the problem is you. You need to get that checked out, man. You need to get it checked out, man. You know, I don't do banging, because I think banging is disrespectful. I think y'all call, it's one thing to call it clowning, but then if you call it banging, that ain't banging, it's just being disrespectful. It's being hella disrespectful. You know, it's being hella disrespectful. And that's all I see. It's basically talking about people's kids, way of living, way of life, people, baby mamas, people this, people that. I understand people say, well, they say it about me. That you're still grown, though, man. You're still grown. Like, I'm not doing all that, man. I'm not doing that. Say what you want to say about me. I got 6 kids. I got 3 girls and 3 boys. You don't hear me talk about my kids up here. I'm talking about my kids. You know, my youngest is 13, going on 14. He's an academic scholar. Always make the principal lessons genius. He'll be in college by turn. My son will be in college by the time he turns 15. I guarantee you that he'll be in college by the time he turns 15. So at the end of the day, you know, my boys are working, doing what they got to do. Daughter's working. My other daughter just graduated with a master's. So it's like, nah. I can't do all that, man. I can't be doing all that. Can't do all that. Can't do all that, man. I can't be up there as a grown man with daughters and sons and gotta have my kids watch me. And that's why I act the fool like that, because my kids watch me. My kids watch me, man. So I can't be on YouTube acting a fool and my kids are watching me, bro. You know, my daughter, hey, dad, this, that. You know, I can't do it, man. That's why y'all don't see me acting a fool up here, because I got my kids watching me, man. My kids are watching me. They watch everything I say. It's like kind of like I can't preach to my kids one way and I'm on the internet talking another way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't do that up here. I can't tell y'all to be, you know, I can't be on telling y'all or promoting, promoting little shit, ghetto shit. I can't be promoting, violence, and I can't be disrespecting women because I don't disrespect my kids. I don't disrespect my daughters. That's why I don't be. That's why I don't disrespect. I don't be getting in arguments with women because, hey man, my black beautiful daughters, those are my queens. My black beautiful daughters are my queens. So you think I'm gonna get up here and disrespect another woman? Nah, can't do that, man. That's why I ain't got time to be going back and forth. My daughters are my queens. My sons are my kings. That's my offspring. So when I'm no longer here, they're gonna represent me. So you got to look at that too. That's like me driving, right? I own the truck, but I got narrow name on the truck. If I'm out here driving reckless, I'm out here cutting people off, I'm out here running people on the road, I'm out here spitting on people, throwing up the middle finger, I'm representing this company. The company name is on my truck. I own the truck, but the name on the truck, that's like the same way me and my kids. I can't be out here acting a fool because I represent them. And all my kids look like me. I have strong genes. So all of my kids look like me. So I can't be out here acting a fool knowing that my kids, I represent my kids and my kids represent me. So I'm out here acting a fool when somebody turn around and say, hey, that's your father on YouTube? Why your father acting stupid like that, man? Like, then it's gonna tell if I'm not showing the man I'm supposed to be to my kids, so how another man gonna watch me and respect my daughters? Understand what I'm saying? If I don't represent myself a certain way, then another man watching me, how you gonna respect my daughters? And how can a woman respect my boys if they see the father of food? They gonna say, well, your father of food, y'all come from that food, y'all just like that food. So I can't do that, man. So that's why I don't be on here like that. I can't do it. I got daughters, man. I got sons, man. I can't do it. If that's what y'all expected me from the door, I'm not gonna do it. So Eve, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you like that. I don't have a problem with you. I respect you like that because you are a black woman. So they gonna leave it right there. But I'm not gonna come over here going back and forth with you. I'm not doing that with you. That ain't what I want to do. That Only reason why I went with that Donna, it took me one time. I got pissed off to the point where it's though they've been dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging. And after the all said and done, she's still making videos, the videos, the videos, the videos, the videos, the videos. It's after a while it becomes sick, man. It becomes a sickness, man. After a while it becomes a sickness. So I'm still not gonna respond back to her. You can talk about me all you want. I don't care. Yeah. September 25th, I'll be 50. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. September 25th, I'll be 50. You think I'll be on here? I ain't gonna move. I ain't doing all that, man. I can't do it, so it's too thought y'all, man. You know, too thought y'all, man. Like I said, I ain't got a problem with Eve. I ain't got a problem with Rick. You know, I ain't got a problem with the women in the sector. Hey, if I ain't gonna bother you, I ain't gonna bother you, but I ain't got a problem. Actually, this I ain't got a problem about you. Y'all can talk about me, this me, tell the name that I don't first one of them. I ain't speaking with no damn arguing no woman on no internet. I'm not doing that. Now I would address some things, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. But I'm gonna tell you like this too. Being raised in North, living in heavy housing projects in North, down from Dayton Street, 17th Avenue, the Hayes Home, French Street, the last one I lived in French Street 224. French Street from Chadwick, North, that's the south side of North. That's the numbers like 8th Street. I go from 8th Street between 11th and 12th. That's where I used to hustle at. Back and forth down to North, and all of that. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Being for the streets myself, I don't have to prove that to nobody on here. Nobody. I have to prove that to nobody on here. Nobody. I have to prove that to nobody. I ain't got nothing to prove. To make it out of North, that's an accomplishment, man. I supposed to be dead a long time ago. Long time ago. I can tell you a story, but that's for another live. I should have been dead a long time ago. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta learn how to humble yourself. Because if I had to get up here and start telling stories, then I'll be indicting my damn self. I'll be snitching on myself. If I had to be up here telling stories in a life that I grew up in the North, going on 50 to make it out of North is an accomplishment. Be 100 with y'all. It's an accomplishment. North, East Orange, Irvington, Essex County. Just to make it out of Essex County alone. So if you up there, you from Essex County North, y'all know what I'm talking about? Every from Chadwick to Avon, to South Borton, to Stella Rice, telling you, man. Hayes Homes and with the weekway section off the meter right now. Just to make it out of North alone, man. What up, Paul? Just to make it out of North, it's an accomplishment, man. It's an accomplishment. So I ain't got no. I learned how to humble myself, man, because I ain't got nothing to prove. I don't have nothing to prove to you. You don't have nothing to prove to me. I ain't never scared of nobody. I'm always on that time. I ain't never scared. I ain't scared of nobody, especially some internet tough talk. None of that. And I don't have nothing to prove. I have nothing to prove up there. What I have to prove is to make sure my kids bury me and I don't bury them. That's the only thing I live for. My kids gonna bury me. I'm gonna bury my kids. You know, as long as I can stick around for another more 50 years, I done did my job. Job is your kids bury you. Your kids shouldn't have to bury you. You're supposed to bury your kids. Supposed to bury you. You shouldn't have to bury your kids, man. You shouldn't have to do that. Nah, my father died when I was 4. So ain't about to live that life, bro. Ain't about to live that life. So you gotta humble yourself. Just because, being from a certain area and you don't hear a man talking, it ain't, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Talking ghetto, talking street talk, hood talk. If I had to talk like that, I'd be criminating myself. Because I did a lot in the streets, I'd be criminating myself, right? So that don't get me nowhere. And talking all what you did in the streets, how you rolled in the streets, that don't get you nowhere. Just because I don't talk like that, that don't make me weak. That don't make me less than a man. That don't make me a sucker. That don't make me a punk. That don't make me none of that. It's just that I know better. When you grown, you're supposed to know better. You're supposed to do better when you're grown. You ain't supposed to still be, you can't be pushing 50 and still be acting like you're 18. You cannot be pushing 50 and acting like you're 18. Nah, you can't be living like that. You gotta let that go, man. You gotta let childish shit go and become a man, bro. You gotta let it go. You can't be living the same life all the time, man. You can't be running around here pushing 50 and still hanging out with your kids. You can't be pushing 50 in the club with your kids, smoking with your kids, gang banging with your kids. You can't do that. You can't do that shit, man. You can't do it, man. You can't do it, man. So I'm about to end this live because I'm about to hit up in the cornfields. Once I get in the cornfields, up here in Amish country, I'm going towards Albany. So once I get up there in these cornfields with these Amish people, my phone is going to drop. So I'm about to get up out of here, man. But peace to all of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming in here, man. Good morning. Good morning, Cole, Wax. Good morning, Eve. I see you in here. Good morning, everybody that popped in here, man. All right. And good morning, man. Good morning, Never Lacking. I see you in here, man. Whoever in here. Good morning, all of y'all for coming by, man. And good morning, all of y'all for coming in. I appreciate it, man. You know, like I said, this ain't the type of live that it ain't gonna get the views some people want because this live ain't on that time, man. You know, it'll pick up, man. It'll pick up. This is the morning coffee talk, man. I appreciate all of y'all for coming through, man. Seriously, I appreciate all that coming through, man. I really do. You know, ass naked troll. Yeah, I appreciate it. People know appreciate you coming through, responding back and forth, chatting in the chat with a brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, E, for coming in and going back and forth. I'll read your comments later, but I can't read it right now because the stream is too small. Local responding, Wax Dog. Hey, man, I'm about to get about here, man. Yeah, one love. Take care of yourself, man. Salute. Yo.